everyone. So, yeah, I'm Ernest and this is my artwork. So first things first, I was actually quite glad to have 2 entire weeks to work on this piece because I really made good use of these 2 weeks.
Oh, actually, I found it quite enriching because I managed to meet up with many other aspiring young artists, and yeah, it was also quite fun to compete with them, and yeah, learn from each other. It's like I think it's even better that we have professional comic artists here because we can learn from their many years of experience, which is what I'm trying to do now.
Yeah, I started the conceptualization and ideation on last Saturday. And I only managed to finish the actual work itself yesterday at about 11:20 p.m. So now I think I'll talk a bit more about my artist inspirations and influences. So maybe some of you, perhaps all of you know Studio Ghibli, it is utterly famous, known for its whimsical and very enchanting style, very alluring. And so I drew much inspiration from Hayao Miyazaki's Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind manga. Yeah, and yeah, actually I'm not very much of an otaku or an anime fan. I only enjoy the works of Hayao Miyazaki and a few others like Mamoru Hosoda, who did The Girl Who Leapt Through Time and Summer Wars. So much of my inspiration for this came from other sources like contemporary artists. And coincidentally, I actually also went to visit to view Qingming Shanhe, a moving masterpiece. And yeah, and unlike Jing Yao, however, I was not inspired by the city lights and the scenes of the night sky, but more inspired by the visual complexity or intricate the entire piece was. And so I decided to try to incorporate some of this high level of detail into my own artworks. And yeah, in terms of detail, I also enjoy artworks by people such as Stephen Wilshire, who creates amazing panoramas, and Akira Manabu, who uses acrylic ink to create very detailed and organic structures. So I think now I will talk about the theme of this work, talk about like the process and stuff. So basically, yeah, the theme of this work is supposed to be action, the topic is supposed to be action. However, I did not like the idea of just merely depicting a fight scene, like people killing each other. So I decided to, action is quite a broad and generic term, there are many definitions. So if you want to examine the types of action present in this work, there are actually 2 main categories. Like one is the more subtle, stealthy, discrete type of actions, like just walking or just the slight changes in one's facial expression. And in the later half, you can see the more dynamic and explosive actions like charging, running, thrashing. Yeah. But I decided not to focus so much on the action alone because I wanted to tell a story. And yeah, I hope that it's self-explanatory because that's not all work is supposed to be, all mangas supposed to be. They're supposed to allow you to understand the artist's intentions. Yeah. So another theme of my work is about the frailty and fragility of life because I actually titled it Will to Live. And in here you can see how fragile the girl is, the main character, how easily she can be crushed by Gwani. Yeah, Gwani is the name of this creature. But even then, Gwani, who is like some giant forest spirit, who is like some giant moss dragon, is also very vulnerable and very much a living creature just like us. You can see he's bleeding all over, he's injured, he's like vulnerable to physical injury. So, yeah, similarities between all life forms. Now I think I will move on to discuss my own strengths and weaknesses in this work. Because I myself am a very critical person. I like to hear other people's works as well as my own. The thing being, with my work, I feel I'm quite reliant on textures. That means the textures was done pretty well, but it sort of dominated the work, I guess. And another thing which is quite prominent is that I do not have much knowledge of human anatomy. Yeah, in fact, I don't like drawing humans. I'm quite poor at drawing humans. So as you can see, the humans turned out a bit weird. Another thing that was wrong with my work was that I relied too extensively on pencil. The reason behind this was because well, all good manga artists tend to just use ink alone. But for me, I use pencil because I do not have the technical skill, the level of technical skill to use ink alone for my entire work. Because what I wanted to do is depict hues and shades, which I do not have, which I am not good enough to do with ink alone. Yeah. Another flaw of my work is that is with the lines. Yeah, the lines aren't very clear. It's what should be most mangas. So I think I'm done with the presentation.
Okay, let's invite the judges' comment.
Okay, Ernest, this is quite impressive, especially in the banner in the center, ahead of the what? Okay, anyway, I feel that the first thing coming to my mind is that this gives us too much information and too squeezy and too many panels squeezed into one page. This one should be done in 2 pages already. Okay. Until the big head of this monster, the rest you can put it in the second page. Okay. The next thing is that just I mentioned already, just take care of the borderline, thick and solid. We can protect. Another thing is the spacing. If this is a manga style, the spacing should be horizontal spacing should be big, at least twice big as the vertical border. The other thing is that you said you mentioned this, you don't have a skill on the inking, but no choice, you have to learn this. Okay, because if you like this, you go for printing ended up more dirty than this. The other thing is that the sound effect, the scratch. I believe that you're protecting the outlook of this monster. Don't show the whole picture. I mean, show the whole center. Until the neck area of this monster. No need to be that preservative. And the last thing I want to mention is that when you draw this picture until the corner or the edges, you try to protect or somehow by stop a certain distance away from the back, from the borderline. This is not good. In order to draw this, you have to, if there's a banner there on top of it, you put against the line. So you draw on this rock paper. Understand? So you can protect the flat area. Okay?
They did give me quite some good advice on what to do. Yeah, like in terms of lines, like that I should make it more clear, more distinct, and also about the speech, the text bubbles.
And I think understand also.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all.
Thanks.
Okay, I find your story very easy to read. Actually, even though it's like very crowded and stuff, it's easy to follow through. But it's overcrowded, that's true. So the thing about using just pencil, there are comics that the artists just use pencil alone, but the lines are very neat. So you need to practice your line, etching. Yeah, learn how to do that and make it neat. Have what's in front, what's at the back, and I believe there's a next page. Anyway, yeah, I find it very easy to read. About your sound effect, you don't have to use black. You can just do outline. So you can protect what you want your sound. So just do outline, make a bit of white area around. Make everything a bit neater, it makes even easier to read.
Yeah, I think if you really want to protect your dragon, the monster, you can draw the sound effect on the other piece of paper, then cut it out based on the detachable type of movie. Okay?
Would it be a bit like blue? How do you attach it with blue? Do you attach it with blue or with tape?
Don't tape. I don't know what kind of tape. The glue can be detached.
For me, I don't use glue. I just draw the whole thing, and then I'll use a pen to do the outline of the words, and then I'll use different paper to do border. I think it's like whitewashing out the border. beginner touch up and stuff.
The liquid paper is the old fashioned one.
I don't use liquid paper though. A lot of people use liquid paper. For me, I use acrylic paint. I use a brush and just. There's a lot of practice.
So just now like you can use transparent sheet for computer.
Plastic sheets.
Yeah, transparent sheet just based on the transparent sheet, that's all you can still prepare. Okay, that's all. Thank you.